What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna just jump right into it. We have a clip we're gonna go over about an individual who, let's just say, she went on a bad date and she wants to tell us about it now. It's no surprise that dating apps are not for dating. I mean, I've said this 1,000 times. I'll keep saying it. Dating apps for hooking up. You're not going to expect to find anything substantial on a dating app. That's just how they were designed. But some people still think that it's an adequate instrument to find possibly a husband or a wife or whatever, and settle down, have kids, have all that. Sit on down, grab you a snack, grab you a beverage, and let's go ahead and jump right into it.
I almost died on a first date last week. Let me tell you about it. So we match on Hinge and he plans the whole date. He makes us reservations. He picks.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna make the comment. And you guys know what I'm talking about. It's not gonna happen. Not today. Turn over a new leaf. New leaf, fellas. I'm not gonna make the comment. But you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Me up, everything. I realize when he picks me up, red flag number one is that he's in the army, which I didn't realize. And you can probably guess what red flag number two is.
So, okay, let me just let her finish this thought here, and then I'm going to comment on it.
Based on the fact that he's in the army, and it's that he started talking about marriage and kids, like, immediately, which is usually fine with me because I date very intentionally for marriage.
So if these are all red flags, why did you continue the date? I mean, I can take a guess why you would, continue the date, because it's for your benefit. But if you're not dating this guy to possibly see a future with him, why are you continuing the date? And then you're going to get online and complain about it. Come on, be real.
But he was like talking about a trip that we're gonna go on and like these hot tubs in Asheville. And it just felt sleazy. We get to the restaurant and he orders us a nice.
He was going to fly you out. You don't want to get flown out? You don't want some random strange man to fly you out somewhere? Come on.
Bottle of wine and we're having pretty good conversation. And then he starts asking me about like my history, which again, if I'm dating for marriage, is important to talk about, but not on a first date and not with people on either side of me, like 2 feet away from me. Just uncomfortable, and it felt weird and inappropriate. I end up only having a glass and a half of wine and he had
so many red flags. There is no reality where you couldn't have just left, walked away. But you know what? I can probably just assume that this guy was maybe let's just say over 6 foot. This guy checked all of her boxes. Let's just put it to you that way. She's not going to waste her time seeing these many red flags, ignoring that many red flags, and not run away unless it's a particular guy that she's looking for. Let's be real.
has the rest of the bottle. And then we go down the street to another bar where he proceeds to have 4 beers and I have 1 seltzer because I have a 3-drink maximum on first dates. He tells me his friend is playing at a bar in Printer's Alley and he wants to go stop by. And I say, okay, that's fine. And so we start walking over, but we're going the opposite way. And so I point that out to him and he just kind of blows me off. And so I start getting a little nervous. We end up back on the main strip of where we were and I tell him, I'm ready to go home, please take me home. And somehow he walks into another bar and orders whiskey. So if you're counting.
Okay, I'm going to stop the video here, but why would you ask someone who is obviously inebriated to take you home? Why wouldn't you just take yourself home? Just leave. Just leave. Like, you can get a cab, an Uber. Just, call a friend maybe. I mean, just leave. Like, well, what's the issue? I do not understand.
At this point, he has had almost a full bottle of wine, 4 beers, and a whiskey, and he's supposed to drive me home. Now this one is on me. I shouldn't have let him drive me home, but
This is the first time I'm seeing this video. Why would you do that? No. Why would you? This is what I'm talking about. This is it. You would. This has to be fake. This has to be fake. There's no reality where this is real. I don't believe it.
I did. And I regretted it as soon as we got out of the parking garage, and he almost rear-ended another car. He was literally like 6 inches away, and I scream and he goes, "Are you okay?" "No, I'm not okay. Take me home now." I'm directing him to my house. I say, "Okay, just go straight here," and then we're there.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car and get away from the situation. What is going on? This is so bizarre to me. I've never seen this. This is a blind reaction to this TikTok. This is pretty insane.
What does he do? He turns left. I'm getting scared for my life. I tell him, "You need to U-turn right now."
You should have already been scared. What are these decisions you're making? And this is someone, you have to keep in mind, this is someone she just met. This is a stranger, a strange man off the internet she's doing this with.
He doesn't U-turn. I get firmer. I say, "You need to U-turn right now or I'm getting out of this car and calling the police." He doesn't U-turn. What does he do instead? This man turns us onto the highway. The wrong way. Like the big ass "do not enter" signs. Yeah, he turns. He enters the "do not enter." And what?
Honestly, you should have already been out the car at home. This is, okay, this is kind of a, around and find out situation. You put yourself in this situation and, I mean, you could have definitely almost, had everything end at that moment. I'm pretty sure.
Did we do? We almost hit a car head on. And I scream, naturally. I'm freaked out. He tries to like grab my hand, ask, "Are you okay?" again. "No, I'm not okay." I yell at him, "Turn this around right now and take me home." I get home. I am ready to never see this man again in my life. And then he texts me the next morning, "Good morning," as if nothing happened. Aren't you gonna apologize, sir?
There it is, fellas. And this just goes to show you that there is, I mean, in my opinion, there is no limit to how far some women will go for a certain type of guy. If this would have been an average guy, the date would have never happened. But they are willing to not only go on these dates that are obviously dangerous, they're obviously endangering their lives for random men online, strangers, basically. I mean, honestly, you can text with somebody for a while and really still not know them. You can know somebody for years and still not know who they really are. But this is somebody you've met in less than 24 hours, and now all of a sudden you are putting your life into their hands, literally. But let me know what you guys think. This is the first time I've ever seen that clip, and it just threw me for a loop. But leave your comments below, like and subscribe if you're liking the content, and I will check you guys later. Rat Boy out.